Welcome back to UK Senior Insights, your trusted source for the latest updates on pensions, benefits, and DWP changes affecting millions across the country. Today, we finally have some good news for pensioners, after months of worrying headlines and rising costs. The Department for Work and Pensions has officially confirmed a new one-off payment of £562 for older pensioners across the UK, a well-deserved boost aimed at helping those who have long been left behind by modern pension reforms. If you or someone you know was born before the 6th of April, 1961, this update could be life-changing. For the first time in years, the DWP has introduced a targeted bonus specifically for older retirees, those who built their pensions under the old system before 2016's new state pension was introduced. This new £562 payment is part of a special cost of living support package, designed to help the oldest generation of pensioners keep up with soaring energy bills, grocery costs, and household expenses. For many, it's not just an extra payment, it's recognition, long overdue, that they've been quietly struggling as inflation eats away at fixed incomes. The DWP says this bonus is not a replacement for the winter fuel payment or the standard cost of living payment. Instead, it's an additional top-up, meant as a thank you and a helping hand for pensioners born before April 1961 who receive the basic state pension, not the new one. It's part of a wider fairness drive to narrow the income gap between older and newer retirees, a gap that's been growing ever since pension reforms introduced higher weekly payments for those under the post-2016 system. So, who exactly qualifies for this £562 pensioner bonus, and when will it arrive? Let's break down what you need to know. According to the DWP, eligibility depends on three key factors: your date of birth, your pension type, and your residency status. To qualify, you must have been born before 6 April 1961, be receiving the basic state pension as of September 2025, and be living in the UK for at least 26 weeks before payment. Some overseas pensioners in eligible countries, including EU or EEA states, may also qualify if they receive their pension through UK payment channels. This ensures that the bonus goes directly to those who retired under the pre-2016 pension system, which generally pays less than the modern state pension. The DWP has confirmed that payments will start from 10 October 2025 and continue throughout the month, reaching most pensioners by early November. The money will go straight into your usual bank account automatically. You don't need to apply, fill out forms, or call anyone. It will appear as a separate entry on your statement labeled DWP Pensioner Bonus £562, so you can easily identify it. Importantly, the DWP has said this payment is completely tax-free and will not affect any other benefits you receive. That means it won't impact your pension credit, housing benefit, or council tax support, and you don't need to report it to HMRC. For thousands of pensioners on low incomes, that's a major relief. It's a real bonus, not a clawback disguised as support. Now, let's talk about why this payment is specifically targeted at pensioners born before April 1961. The DWP says this group has consistently received lower pension rates because they retired under the old basic state pension, a system that offers a smaller weekly payment compared to the newer model. These older pensioners also often missed out on workplace, auto-enrollment schemes, and private pension contributions that younger retirees now benefit from. This £562 bonus is meant to bridge that gap, not as a permanent fix, but as recognition of the unfairness that's built up over time. Many of these pensioners have been hit hardest by inflation because their income has not kept pace with the cost of essentials. For the government, this payment is also a gesture of respect for those who helped build today's economy, yet have been among the least supported in recent years. If you're aged 80 or older, Or if you receive additional top-ups, such as the over 80 pension, attendance allowance, or carer's allowance, you'll still get the full £562 bonus. It won't be reduced or merged into your other benefits. Everyone who qualifies will receive the same one-off amount. Even pensioners abroad in certain eligible countries will receive it automatically if they meet the criteria. And here's another piece of good news: this bonus will not interfere with winter fuel payments, cost of living payments, or any other seasonal benefits. It stands alone as a one-off grant, a little extra help during a difficult financial year. For those worried about how this affects pension credit, the DWP has made things crystal clear: it won't. The £562 payment is officially classified as a non-recurring discretionary payment, meaning it's excluded from any means testing. It will not reduce your entitlement to future support, and it doesn't have to be declared in any reassessment. In other words, you'll get the full amount, keep your benefits, and won't face any deductions later. So, what should you do if the payment doesn't arrive by the end of October 2025? The DWP advises waiting until 31 October 2025 before contacting the Pension Service Helpline. Before you call, double-check your bank statements. Sometimes payments can appear a few days later depending on your bank. Also, make sure your bank details and personal information are up to date. If you've recently changed accounts or moved house, contact the DWP to update your records. For overseas pensioners, there may be slight delays depending on local processing systems, but most UK-based recipients will see the payment by early November. The DWP has also confirmed that no letters or paper checks will be sent. Everything is handled electronically through BACS transfers for security and speed. The £562 pensioner bonus is part of a broader shift in DWP policy. It signals the start of a new focus on supporting older, lower-income pensioners who've often been overlooked. Officials have hinted that additional reforms are on the way for 2026, including higher winter fuel allowances for those over 80, simplified pension credit applications, and better alignment between the basic and new state pension rates. The DWP is also looking to improve digital tracking and transparency, so pensioners can more easily see when and how payments are made, an important step forward after years of confusion and delays in the system. Many pensioners have questions about how this affects future pension increases. The answer? It doesn't. The £562 payment is not part of the triple lock, and it doesn't change how next year's pension rise will be calculated. The triple lock, which increases state pensions each April based on inflation, earnings, or 2.5%, whichever is highest, remains fully in place for 2026. This one-off payment is simply a boost for older retirees to help offset the cost of living crisis. Let's also clear up one more common question: do you need to apply? The answer is no. There is no application process, no form, and no online registration. If you're eligible, you'll get the money automatically. Anyone who meets the age and pension type criteria will receive the payment straight into their bank account. To recap, this payment goes to pensioners born before April 6, 1961, who are on the basic state pension. It's automatic, tax-free, won't affect any other benefits, and will start arriving from October 10, 2025. The DWP expects all payments to be completed by the end of the month. For many elderly pensioners, this will be a welcome bit of relief during another tough winter. While £562 won't fix everything, it's a significant gesture that could help pay for heating, groceries, or simply offer peace of mind at a time when every pound matters. It's also a reminder of something bigger, that pension reform must continue to prioritize fairness. For decades, older retirees under the old pension system have quietly received less, despite working just as hard and contributing just as much. This one-off bonus doesn't erase that history, but it does show the government is finally listening. So, if you or someone you know was born before April 1961, check that your details are up to date with the DWP. Make sure your bank information is correct, and look out for the payment labeled DWP Pensioner Bonus this October. Don't let anyone tell you it's a scam. This is an official government-backed payment that every qualifying pensioner deserves. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to UK Senior Insights for more breaking DWP updates, pension reform news, and cost of living support breakdowns. We're here to make sure you stay informed, empowered, and never miss out on what you're entitled to. This £562 bonus is more than just a number, it's recognition for an entire generation who gave so much and deserve a little more security in return. It's a small but meaningful victory for fairness in the UK's pension system, and hopefully, just the beginning of better support for those who paved the way for the rest of us. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, thank you for watching UK Senior Insights, where your pension, your benefits, and your financial future truly matter.